to Mr. Lee's Kitchen Lounge. I'm your host, Mr. Lee Hooks. Hi, this is Lee Hooks, the host of Mr. Lee's Kitchen Lounge. We're so glad you could join us today for another episode. As you can see, we're not in the regular lounge today, but guess what? We're in the home, in the lounge, in the kitchen, I should say, of Mr. Jack Pinkney, a very dear friend of mine who's an excellent chef. I call him Chef Jack. We worked together for years and years, and I guarantee you today is going to be a special episode. And we're going to have other chefs later on down the line, but today is a very special today. Our first guest chef, and so, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Take it away.
Good morning, I'm Jack Pinkney, and I'm proud to be a part of Mr. Lee's Kitchen Lounge. Today we're going to be preparing a bacon bomb. It's a meat stuffing wrapped in a blanket of bacon. I got the idea from my nephew and kind of like what the first product showed up. And every time we've done it, or every time I've done it, it's always got a raving review. So let's get to it. In the mixing bowl, I have a pound of ground beef. I'm going to add to it mild Italian sausage and my vegetable blend of bell peppers and onions and garlic. I'm going to put in 2 eggs, a little mustard for spice, and Quaker's oatmeal for body. Here I'm splitting the sausage to remove the skin. I'll use about 3 sausages in this mixture. The Italian sausage has a lot of the ingredients that you would need. I'm one of those people that try to stay away from as much salt as possible without adding extra salt in. Italian sausage seems to have all that listed. In the Italian sausage, you're also getting a little pork. So if you're one who don't like pork, just stick with the red meat. Now I'm adding the vegetable blend already prepared. I'm going to sprinkle in a little garlic powder. And turn the lid on. I'm going to add a little mustard. What's going on now? I'm going to add to the mixture here a little oatmeal. Oatmeal has a tendency to give it a little body, something to give it a little bite. Meat by itself generally falls apart. So I'm adding a little oatmeal just to stiffen it. I'm going to let this go for a little bit on low and get started with creating the blanket that you wrap the stuffing into. We're going to start making the blanket.
Yes.
My retard finna show up, y'all.
That's all right.
You know, sometimes, I said I was going to stay straight.
That relaxes you, know?
Yeah, it does. All right, here. Now I'm going to sprinkle a little bacon rub, pork rub, onto my wax paper countertop here. And I try to be pretty liberal with the rub because when I put the bacon, start laying the bacon out, it pulls the rub off onto the better side, doesn't it? Some folks ask me, why do I use wax paper? I said, well, I use the wax paper so it helps to roll the bomb after you get it done. I'm going to use a thick strip hickory bacon. And I'll lay the strips down. Very flat, very flat, very flat, very flat. Side by side, creating the fabric. I'll do about 7 strips this way.
So, Chef Jack.
Yes.
I know that this is one of your favorite dishes to prepare. Tell me basically how many people you've done this far as the most I know it can be done for any number of people. What's your largest number that you've done?
Wow. I guess about 20, wouldn't you say, Joyce? Joyce is my beautiful wife.
I would say about 20 people. The first time you did it for about 20.
It was a holiday.
Yeah, you did 2, and it served about 20 people.
And I understand you catering also, am I correct?
Yes, on occasions, you know how word of mouth can go.
You know, when we work together doing various cooking expeditions, shall we say, I've always marveled at how well versed you are in doing what you're doing.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Here, now I'm going to start with the cross weave for the blanket. And believe it or not, it's a lot simpler than most folk think. You can do this yourself too. It's not complicated at all. It's what they call a plain weave, over and under, over and under, over and under, repeatedly. And try to keep it as tight as you possibly can when you're laying it out. When it comes together, it'll look like a small bacon blanket. Thick sliced bacon gives the bomb a little edge to its body. Doesn't tear like the thinner sliced bacon as readily. That little bacon rub to the inside. All right, now it's ready for the stuffing. All right, we're going to take our mixture here. Got a 5-second rule. We're going to make it to the bowl.
Chef Jack, you said how many pounds of meat is that?
2. You got 1 pound of Italian sausage and 1 pound of ground beef.
And this is going to make enough to serve how many people?
This will make enough for two bombs. I'll save the other for another occasion. I'm going to take from the mixing bowl, and spread it out on top of my little bacon blanket here. And I'm going to be very liberal. I won't get it all on here, but try to make it as as flat and as smooth and as even as I possibly can. And once again, I'm going to add a little more rub to the mixture. And I use the wax paper to assist in the rolling. Joyce,
Yeah.
would you come and spring a pan down, please? Whoa!
I'm just the assistant.
On the wax paper, I'm spreading a little brown sugar. Thank you. We're adding brown sugar to the other side of the bun and creating that roll. And I use the wax paper to help assist in the rolling. Gonna have a tendency for it to break on the ends, kind of like, but don't let that get you. Brown sugar is going to caramelize on the bacon, or with the bacon. And your loose ends, you just stuff them inside. You might want to use toothpicks. I choose not to, because in slicing it when you're ready to serve it, sometimes you forget about them toothpicks. And that's not good to be chomping on. And it's ready for the oven. Have the oven set at 375, and I give it a good 45 minutes to an hour, more to the 45. And there we sit and wait.
Well, we're here at the beautiful home of Jack and Joyce Pinkney, Chef Jack, and what a magnificent dish this is here. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision at home, because not only is it beautiful, but it smells delicious, and I just know it's going to be something fabulous when I sink my teeth into it. As a matter of fact, Jack, before we even start eating, how did you get started being a chef?
Oh, wow. Being a prep kid for my mom and dad who worked as a domestic team in Palm Beach. Using those skills with an officer in the military for the Officers Club when I got to Germany. And when I got back home, I started part-time cooking at Sambo's as a short order cook.
Now, I know a lot of the audience probably has said, what is a Sambo?
Sambo's is equivalent is like that of Denny's or what is it, IHOP, you know, that kind of restaurant.
And we all know what happened to Sambo's because black folk tended to get to the point where they said that's not an appropriate
That's not an
name
appropriate name.
for a restaurant.
For a
So
restaurant.
therefore they had to change the name
Yeah.
and eventually went out of business.
Yeah.
And they were located
Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard.
Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. That's right. That's right. I remember it well. Yes, I do. The food was delicious.
Yeah.
It was.
But the name was not.
Change the name, it would have
Changed-
still been
They
going.
were still been
Yeah.
going. It should have. I don't know what. I guess they figured black folks back there cooking, so it should be called Sambo's. But look, I am going to try this right now. This
gonna
is
join
looking
you.
absolutely fabulous, Joyce.
Yes.
You a lucky lady to have a husband that knows how to cook. You know,
Yes, I am.
Y'all tell me, I ain't eating mine yet.
you're not gonna eat yours yet.
Get a little bit of this.
Oh my God. Oh.
Good.
Oh, that's all I can say. Folks, I just wish you were here, but since you're not, take my word. Of Lee, of Mr. Lee's Kitchen Lounge, this is one fabulous dish. You saw how he made it, now you can do it at home. And until the next time, Chef Jack, thank you so much for letting us come into your
Been a
home.
pleasure. Been a pleasure.
Madam Joyce, it's been great.
Always welcome.
My friends at home, until the next time, this is Lee Hooks of Mr. Lee's Kitchen Lounge saying, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.